Welcome back, friends. Last week,
Well, join me for some fun, shady driveway mechanics special. Oh no, we have no choice now but to remove the rear end.
Good morning. So today we're going to take the exhaust out, remove the drive shaft, and basically drop down the entire rear end. Let's get started.
now I've been spraying down every bolt I could see for the past couple of weeks, just in case we encounter any stubborn bolts. Here I'm just pointing out 4 of the main studs we're going to be focusing on. If you're watching this because you have the unfortunate circumstance of having to remove your subframe, or you're just curious, welcome. Stay a while, consider subscribing, and share this with somebody who might find it helpful. So I was spraying this all week. Now let's see if it's ready. Let's get underneath. Should we start with the front? Or should we go to the back? Let's start with the back. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to start from the back and then we'll work our way forwards. So I've been spraying this stuff for a whole week, pretty much every day. Hopefully it's enough that we can get these nuts loose and get this subframe out. Okay, so for this bolt, I'm going to use a 17 millimeter. That's the back driver's side. Put it right in. So here, if I can get more leverage. Alright. This one's turned to turn, so that's promising. So just gonna let this one be, because we still have to get the exhaust out and then put a jack stand underneath this thing. Okay, that one's turning, so that's promising. Now the front ones are different for some reason. They're 19 millimeter instead of 17 like the rest of them, so just make sure you have the right tool for that. Alright, that's turning really easily. Oh shit. It's turning really easily, so that's really good. Now the driver's side. Okay, I don't understand. So this one's not the same. That one looks like a 17. What the heck? I have different size nuts. It's very interesting.
What we do know, though, is that the end result in both cases is joy.
Alright, that one's turning. So that's good. Now, I think these right here are 14 millimeter. Yeah, these are 14 millimeters, so this bracket we're gonna have to take out, so we can take this nut out afterwards. But we're gonna have to come back to that because it looks like a storm's coming, so hopefully tomorrow sun will come out and we can work on this. Alright, till then. And as the saying goes, after the storm came the calm. Got a nice hot summer day. Great. Since we got these bolts loosened, now it's time for the exhaust removal. If you have an aftermarket exhaust, this would probably be easier than as if you had a stock exhaust, because it's probably going to be less rust than a 25-plus-year-old hardware and flanges. If you have a stock exhaust, I strongly suggest you get an aftermarket, as you'll probably have to cut your pipes. I'm sorry, but it's going to be a pain to uninstall your exhaust otherwise. Since I'm just working on the rear end, I'm just going to be removing the exhaust sections from the back all the way to where it meets up with the downpipe. On the hanger bushings, it helps to spray some WD-40 or some kind of oil that you can remove later to lube up your metal and hydrate your rubber. hold the puns for later.
Ha ha! Ha ha!
So now you're gonna take these. I want to make sure your transmission is in neutral, so you can turn the drive shaft. So you can get to the bolts are in the back over here.
Now when undoing your drive shaft bolts, you'll need to turn your drive shaft to access the other bolts, so keep a couple of bolts lined up to make this process easier. Also, look online, and I strongly encourage you to get new bolts, as these are probably seeing plenty of stress, and I've probably taken these out more than I like to admit.
That's done. That's cleared. Here. We're gonna have to support the pumpkin or differential, however you want to call it, so you can hold the subframe and everything else up while we undo the 4 bolts that we talked about before. But we also want to take the brake lines out, because those are still going to be connected to the rest of the lines. And I think we're good to go. I mean, I still have this, have a ground in here as well. But other than that, I think that's it. And it should be ready to come down. Let's do it.
Oof, I'm so eager to get this out. Don't do what I did. Don't forget to undo your coilovers or shocks from the bottom mounts. Such a rookie mistake.
Okay, now we're ready to bring it down.
And with the help of another human, in my case, my wonderful wife, here comes the balancing act, the fun part.
Ready? Yeah? Yep.
Here goes nothing. Here's 8 years earlier in a storage unit where I used to work in my car. I'm sure there's some guys out there who can relate.
That's it. Okay. Nice. Okay.
Fun times.
Woo! That was fun. Now I gotta lift it up a little bit so I can slide it over, because right now it's sitting on the ground. And then we're done. We can bring it outside.
Is that off the ground?
Yeah.
Alright, slowly. Stop, stop, stop.
There you go.
Stop, stop, stop. Pump it. Okay, stop, stop, stop. Okay. That's how we got that thing out. Amazing. It looks shiny and new when you put it in, and it looks like crap when you take it out. Hey, well, it's a good thing I'm doing this, because my axle boots are shot. It looks like a bunch of other stuff needs some TLC too. Don't worry, girl, I got you.
Well, we got it out. Time for rebuilds.
Stay tuned for next time when we do more shady stuff to get this 240 rebuilt. Learning along the way. Isn't this fun? Yeah, right. Oh, and let me know if you want more of those Random Thought Thursdays in the comments below. See you next time, friends. Have a good week.